Hello, I'm going to do the Sagittarius December energy for the 1st to the 15th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, finding balance. We have the Ace of Wands, new vitality. We have the Seven of Wands, choose your battles. And that's really, important, is to choose your battles, because you can't just battle about everything. And then we have Embrace, number 21, and that is the World. Okay, these are the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland. In case you were wondering. This is like the first deck that I think I ever got. All right. So finding balance and choosing your battles. So maybe that's something that you need to look at. That you need to look at some things that you're going to have to let go of, and some things that are going to have to be addressed. And by doing that, that it helps you to feel lighter, that it helps you to feel better, that you feel things move smoother. All right, we have the Hierophant. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Wands. I feel like it's something that you keep going back and forth with. You're like, well, I feel like there's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of disagreeing. There's a lot of going back and forth. It's like, and it's almost like this is causing more issues. Because I feel like there may be something to the heart of the matter that really needs to be addressed. That it may be, because it said choose your battles, I feel like there may be a lot of things that are in disagreement with someone. And it's like, maybe it's you're having all of these small arguments, but there's really something deeper, something bigger that really needs to be addressed that isn't being addressed. It's almost like putting a Band-Aid on something, but it's really like you have to find out, okay, what is the core of the problem? And I feel like that's what's going on here, is finding the core of the problem. And once you're able to do that, I feel like then you're going to be able to work on the actual problem instead of all of these other little things going on back and forth. I feel like this is definitely emotional, and this is definitely stressful. I mean, when isn't, I mean, if you're arguing with somebody and you're going back and forth, but it's like, okay, so what is really the root of the problem here? What is actually going on here? And if that person, keeps nitpicking at you, then you should maybe say, okay, what's really going on here? What is it that's bothering you? What is on your mind? Because we need to get to the core of the problem. All right. Fool, ready to start. Take that leap of faith. Dig in. Going back and forth, okay? Five of Wands, Five of Wands. It's going back and forth. There's a lot of arguing, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. Being strong, ready to move forward. Five of Cups. Someone keeps focusing on the negative. Somebody keeps looking at all of the bad things that are happening. Somebody keeps, either you or the other person, I'm not really sure, but somebody's being always looking at the cups that are turned upside down and not looking at the 2 cups that are filled up above, not looking at the relationship, maybe not even seeing how this person's actions are affecting the relationship, okay? It's time to really address things, address the core of the problem, and maybe about compromise, compromising about something, doing a little give and take, okay? Finding that balance, being patient. Maybe somebody's trying to push someone else to do something and that person isn't ready. Taking the time when the time is right and then getting back to things brings a lot of good energy back in and brings the friendship back. This may have to do with a friendship, or it may just be a partnership where it's almost like you lost that friendship with your partner. Like you used to be like, oh, well, I felt like this person was my best friend and I could say anything to this person and I knew that they weren't going to judge me and they weren't going to make me feel bad or silly or dumb or anything like that. And I feel like the friendship is lost here. I feel like there's something that's in the way between the 2 of you, and there's a lot of going back and forth and a lot of disagreements, and you've kind of lost that friendship. But you want to get that friendship back because I feel like that was a positive thing in your life. But it's about figuring out what it is, having that compromise, doing different parts, to figure out, but again, like I said, it's getting to the core of the problem and figuring out what that is and then moving on from there. I feel like there's a lot of emotions going on here. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of struggling. There's a lot of back and forth. We have new vitality, and that's the Ace of Wands, okay? And then we had the 2 of Pentacles, finding balance between the 2 of you. And I feel like that's what this is. That's what this is finding that balance. Maybe you're feeling it's all on your side or that side, and that person's feeling it's all on their side or your side, So I feel like it's really about communication and finding that balance, working this out, working together to work this out to get back to that friendship. All right, so let's see. Let's close out with a fortune reading card. What do you have for Sagittarius to close out with as a final message? What message do you have? Proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated, and I feel like that's about after working through all of this. That has to be worked through. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Being strong, being confident, moving forward. If it's a situation that has to be dealt with, putting your foot down about something and saying, okay, we've got to work through this. We've got to address this. Changes have to be made. And I feel like that brings in positive changes, and that could bring in a new business opportunity or a new, bring the relationship to a higher level because you're back to that friendship. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.